So when I got to high school, that's where things kind of took a drastic turn for me. I started hanging out with girls who were open with sex, and my freshman year of high school is when I lost my virginity. The first boy that kind of liked me and wanted to have sex with me, I just went with it. And that really turned into a years of promiscuity because I was looking for that love and that acceptance, and I still was a little girl inside of that child who wanted my biological parents' attention and love. When my mom found out that I lost my virginity, she kicked me out and told me to go walk over to my dad's house. And at that time, they were divorced, which also played a role in why I was acting out with guys and really rebellious. Her kicking me out really created a lot of shame around sexuality for me. It just made me want to hide even more. The issue was more so my heart, because I wasn't really getting help with my heart issue, and because I wasn't saved, I didn't have Christ to really heal me in that manner. I just kept repeating the behavior with no change. And I remember one day it was my senior year of high school. I was sitting on the couch. I was at home by myself, and I was just depressed. I was tired of being on punishment, not being able to hang out with my friends. I felt like such a huge disappointment to my family because I couldn't change my behavior and do better. So my grandmother, she was living with us at the time, and she took a lot of medications. So the thought just came into my head, like I didn't want to live anymore. So I went into the kitchen and I just took a bunch of her pills, just thinking that I would die. Since the day that I tried to commit suicide, I haven't had a suicidal thought. I really believe it was because of God and by His grace and His mercy that saved me that day. By the time I was a freshman in college, I had gotten tired of being in the same type of relationships or situationships with guys. I got tired of feeling like I was being used, but I still had that longing that hadn't been fulfilled yet in my heart. So towards the end of my senior year of college, I just remember sitting at home, and my cousin, she would text me like, "Hey, there's a young adult Bible study happening. Do you want to come?" And I said, "Okay, I'll come." It was just different what I saw. I saw young people really, really, really living for Christ, really bold, and they just seemed so free to me. Life has just been totally different. There was one of the weeks during the Bible study, and we were talking about celibacy. And before that, celibacy was not a thought in my mind. I never thought to not have sex. You know, I had spent so many years of my life in bondage to sexual immorality that I didn't even think it was possible. So I just remember in that moment, I knew the Lord was telling me, like, yeah, you have to do this. And from that moment on, I started my celibacy journey. I spent so many years looking for identity, looking for love from outside sources, that I found it in Christ. Like, my deepest desires for relationship, my deepest desires for love and acceptance have been fulfilled through Christ. My shame that I felt, God has removed my shame and condemnation, so I no longer feel the emotional pain behind what I used to do. My name is Lisa, and this is my story.